Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of psychology. Get ready to have your mind blown by some incredible psychological facts that will change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Let's get started. Have you ever heard of the placebo effect? It's one of the most intriguing phenomena in the world of medicine. It's a fascinating phenomenon where just believing that a treatment will work can actually lead to real improvements in health. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about real, measurable changes in the body. Think about it. A sugar pill with no active ingredients can actually make you feel better if you believe it's real medicine. This power of belief can trigger the body's natural healing processes. Studies have shown that placebos can have a significant impact on a wide range of conditions, from pain and depression to allergies. The mind-body connection is truly remarkable. And even the common cold. Imagine feeling relief from a cold just because you believe in the treatment you're taking. When we expect a treatment to work, our brains release endorphins and other feel-good chemicals that can actually help to reduce pain and improve our symptoms. This is the brain's way of helping the body heal. The placebo effect is a real physiological response that can be measured and observed. It's not just in your head, it's in your entire body. The next time you take a medication or undergo a medical treatment, remember the power of the placebo effect. Your mindset can be a powerful ally in your healing journey. Your belief in the treatment can actually play a big role in its effectiveness. So, believe in the process and give your body the best chance to heal. Have you ever felt that uncomfortable feeling when your beliefs clash with your actions? That's cognitive dissonance in action. It's that mental discomfort we experience when we hold two or more conflicting beliefs, ideas, or values. Our brains crave consistency, so when we encounter information that challenges our existing beliefs, it creates a state of dissonance. We might try to rationalize our behavior, change our beliefs, or even avoid information that contradicts our views. Cognitive dissonance is a powerful force that can shape our attitudes and behaviors. By recognizing and addressing cognitive dissonance, we can make more informed decisions, align our actions with our values, and become more open-minded individuals. So, the next time you feel that twinge of discomfort when your beliefs are challenged, remember cognitive dissonance. We often talk about not judging a book by its cover, but it's easier said than done, right? The halo effect explains why. It's our tendency to form an overall impression of someone based on a single trait or characteristic, often their physical appearance. For example, if we meet someone who is physically attractive, we might automatically assume that they are also intelligent, kind, and trustworthy. The halo effect is a cognitive bias that can influence our judgments in all sorts of ways. It's important to be aware of the halo effect because it can lead to unfair or inaccurate judgments. The next time you meet someone new, try to be mindful of the halo effect. Give people a chance to show you who they really are, beyond their outward appearance. At Chapter 4, Confirmation Bias, Seeking Out Our Own Truths. We all have our own beliefs and opinions, and it's natural to want to protect them. That's where confirmation bias comes in. It's our tendency to seek out, interpret, and remember information that confirms our preconceived notions, while ignoring or downplaying information that contradicts them. Confirmation bias can be a major obstacle to critical thinking and open-mindedness. To combat confirmation bias, we need to be willing to challenge our own beliefs. Be open to the possibility that you might be wrong, and embrace the opportunity to learn and grow from new information. Chapter 5. The Bystander Effect, The Power of Inaction. Imagine witnessing an emergency situation, someone getting mugged or a car accident. You'd think people would rush to help, right? Well, the bystander effect suggests otherwise. It states that people are less likely to help a victim when other people are present. It's a chilling thought, but the presence of others can actually diffuse responsibility. We assume that someone else will step up, so we don't feel the need to take action ourselves. The more bystanders there are, the less likely anyone is to help. So what can we do about it? Awareness is key. If you see someone in need, don't assume someone else will help. Take action, even if it means simply calling for help. Chapter 6. Social Proof, Following the Crowd. Ever wondered why certain trends catch on like wildfire? Social proof plays a big role. It's our tendency to look to others for guidance on how to behave, especially in unfamiliar situations. When we're unsure of what to do, we look to those around us for cues. If we see a lot of people doing something, we're more likely to perceive it as the correct or acceptable behavior and follow suit. Social proof is a powerful force, and it's often used in marketing and advertising. While social proof can be a helpful shortcut in many situations, it's important to be aware of its potential pitfalls. Think critically, trust your own judgment, and don't be afraid to go against the grain when it matters. Chapter 7. The Dunning-Kruger Effect, Overconfidence Bias. Have you ever encountered someone who is completely incompetent at something but utterly convinced of their expertise? That's the Dunning-Kruger effect in action. It's a cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability. In other words, the less you know about something, the more likely you are to think you're an expert. This effect can be observed in a wide range of fields and skills, from driving and grammar to politics and investing. It's important to be aware of the Dunning-Kruger effect because it can prevent us from recognizing our own limitations and seeking out opportunities for growth. Be open to learning from others, seek out feedback, and don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong. Chapter 8. The Pygmalion Effect, the Power of High Expectations. The Pygmalion Effect, also known as the Rosenthal Effect, is a fascinating phenomenon that demonstrates the power of expectations. It suggests that higher expectations lead to an increase in performance. This effect has been observed in classrooms, workplaces, and even athletic training. When teachers have high expectations for their students, they tend to provide more challenging assignments and create a more supportive learning environment. The Pygmalion Effect is a powerful reminder that our beliefs about others can shape their reality. Set high expectations, believe in their abilities, and watch them rise to the occasion. Chapter 9. The Barnum Effect? We've got you pegged. Or do we? Have you ever taken a personality quiz and been amazed by how accurately it described you? It feels almost magical, like the quiz knows you better than you know yourself. You might be a victim of the Barnum Effect. This psychological phenomenon can trick even the most skeptical minds. This effect describes our tendency to give high accuracy ratings to descriptions of our personality that are vague and general enough to apply to a wide range of people. These descriptions often seem personal, but are actually crafted to be universally relatable. These descriptions, often called Barnum statements, are typically flattering and positive, which makes us even more likely to believe they're accurate. They play on our desire to see ourselves in a positive light. Think about horoscopes, fortune cookies, and those personality tests you see on social media. They all use Barnum statements to make you feel special and understood. The Barnum effect works because our brains are wired to find patterns and meaning, even in random or ambiguous information. We are naturally inclined to seek out connections and make sense of the world around us. So, the next time you come across a personality description that seems spookily accurate, remember the Barnum effect. It's a reminder to stay critical and question the sources of these insights. Seek out more specific and nuanced understandings of yourself and others. True self-awareness comes from deep reflection and genuine feedback, not just flattering generalities. Chapter 10. The Zeigarnik Effect, the Power of Unfinished Business. Ever noticed how you can easily forget a completed task, but an unfinished one keeps popping back into your mind? It's like a mental itch you can't quite scratch. That's the Zeigarnik effect at play. Named after the psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik, who first observed this phenomenon in the 1920s. It states that people remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks better than completed tasks. This is because our brains are wired to seek closure. Think about that nagging feeling when you start a project but don't finish it, or that sense of unease when you leave something half done, or that unfinished book you keep meaning to get back to. It's not just a coincidence, it's your brain's way of reminding you to complete the task. The Zeigarnik effect suggests that our brains prioritize unfinished tasks, keeping them in our working memory until they're resolved. This can be incredibly useful for staying focused, keeping them in our working memory until they're resolved. This constant reminder can help us stay on track, but it can also be a source of stress if not managed properly. This effect can be both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, it can drive us to complete tasks, but on the other, it can cause anxiety and stress. To harness the power of the Zeigarnik effect, Try breaking down large tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. This way, you can achieve a sense of completion more frequently. Remember, sometimes the satisfaction of completion is the best motivation of all. So, tackle those unfinished tasks and enjoy the sense of accomplishment that comes with it. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today. From the placebo effect to the Zeigarnik effect, we've explored some of the most mind-blowing facts psychology has to offer. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of psychology, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more mind-expanding content. Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.